Hello everyone and welcome back to Serials, the PNN webcast series that chronicles your stories. Today we're talking to our dear friend Doug Stoup. Doug is going to tell us about his experiences carrying the torch in the Olympic relay race in London, and he's also going to tell us about his impending trip up to the North Pole. Now you may remember that Doug just completed a 660-mile trek to the South Pole, and here he is mere months later going on up to the North Pole. I think he wants to see Santa Claus personally. Or maybe Doug's just a little bit bipolar. I don't know. What do you think? Here he is.
Well, it's a true honor, and I was really proud to be a torchbearer. But unfortunately, it was a little marred by some of the human rights protesters, which I understand, but I just didn't think it was the right place to really protest. I mean, what the ideals of the Olympics stand for and the Olympic torch stand for really isn't what's going on. I mean, I don't agree. I mean, I've been to Tibet and I understand with what China is doing, and they have a terrible human rights record, but it's for what the Olympics stand for, and all the young people and also people that came to support the Olympics and what the Olympics stand for, and the athletes getting together. It was really a shame for them to witness this and see what their version of what the Olympic torch relay is all about. So in a way, it was quite not what I expected, obviously, and I didn't really feel completely elated about it like I thought I should. The temperature sometimes can be fluctuate from really warm to really cold just within hours, and also there's a lot more pressure ridges that I've noticed. And pressure ridges, when the ice sort of is pushed together through wind and through current, it creates a big, huge wall of ice, older ice. And not only does it come above the water, but also goes below the water, almost like a keel of a boat. And so there's a lot more pressure ridges than I witnessed in the last 7 years. I've also witnessed a lot more open water where the ice will actually separate, and there's new water and fresher ice. So this has been an ongoing thing really for the last 7 years that I've witnessed. I don't really feel that the ice is so much melting, but and I do some scientific work with some of the scientists, and I asked the scientists what's going on, and this is what they've been telling me, but there's been more compression and the ice coming together through wind and current. So it's not so much, it's just getting warmer and melting. There is actually less ice up there that's being visible from some of the satellite imagery, but it is changing the ecosystem, and also the sun that is hitting the ice is reflecting back to the Earth's atmosphere and heating up as well. So I have witnessed in April on previous trips a lot of warm temperatures. And I'm hoping that it still stays cold. It's one of the few times that I really want it to stay cold, so the ice stays solid, and we're able to actually to ski to the North Pole without any open water. Down in the South Pole, there's actually nothing living in the interior of Antarctica. You might see a bird that got blown in accidentally, but there's really no life. The peninsula, the Antarctic Peninsula, is full of wildlife and full of krill and fish and seals and whales, and also millions of penguins. So there is abundant life at the coast, but in the interior there's nothing. Up north we'll see seals, and I'm hoping we won't see any polar bears, but there are polar bears that live on the Arctic Ocean, and we'll also see some bird life as well. So and potentially an Arctic fox, that's another. But there isn't a whole bunch of mammals that live up there, but there is polar bears, and I'm actually hoping that we don't see any.